I'm going to explain you the seventh topic, that is Human Development Report. So, Human Development Report is also known as Human Development Index. First of all, we have come to know about the UNDP, United National Development Program. UNDP means United National Development Program. This is one of the agency under the United National Organization. This is one of the international organization. So UNDP used Human Development Index as a criteria classify the different countries, whether the country was developed country or developing country. So what is an Human Development Index? Human Development Index based on education and health status along with per capita income is known as the Human Development Index. Human Development Index is one of the criteria. It is the best criteria explaining about the countries, whether the country was developed country or developing country. So in the previous classes we have learnt about the per capita income. Per capita income is somehow is better to indicate whether the country was developed country or developing country. So the per capita income used by World Bank, per capita income was used by World Bank, but within the per capita income there are some limitations are there. So per capita income is not telling about the distribution of income among the people, and also per capita income was not indicating about the social and economic welfare of the people. So UNDP is one of the organization, it is gave importance for human development, and the UNDP was used Human Development Index as the criteria and explain about the development of the different countries. So UNDP was published the report about total 177 countries. The gave report about 177 countries, among them few countries data given in our textbook. Now we have observed the data. Okay, so and also I want to tell you, so which are come under the Human Development Index. There are four criteria come under the Human Development Index. That is, first one is life expectancy, second one is average schooling and expected schooling, and also per capita income. These four are come under the Human Development Index. Now we have observed the data about the Human Development Index. See, this is life expectancy rate. This is the life expectancy rate. Now I will tell you definition about the life expectancy rate. Average expected length of life. Average expected length of life of a person we have called as the life expectancy rate. Average expected length of life of a person we have called as the life expectancy rate. This is one of the criteria we are using in Human Development Index. Next one, average years of schooling. Average years of schooling. Average years of schooling means average number of years of education received by people aged 25 years and above is known as the average years of schooling. Average number of years of education received by people aged 25 years and above is known as the average years of schooling. So this is also one of the criteria. Another criteria, expected years of schooling. Expected years of schooling means number of years of education, number of years of schooling that a child of school entrance age can expect to receive given the present enrollment rate is known as the expected years of schooling. What is an expected years of schooling? Number of years of schooling that a child of school entrance age can expect to receive given the present enrollment roll we have called as the expected years of schooling. So this is life expectancy rate is telling about the health status of the people, and average years of school and expected years of schooling is explaining about the education status of the people. Per capita income is indicating economic status of the people. Okay, now we are, so this is the data given. According to that data, Sri Lanka is ranked 92 better compared to India. India come down into 136 rank. So Sri Lanka is far better compared to India. Why? Because within the Sri Lanka they provide good education facilities and health facilities to the people. So per capita income is also high in Sri Lanka compared to India. Per capita income of the Sri Lanka is 5,170. So in India per capita income is 3,285. So compared to this per capita income also, Sri Lanka is far better compared to India. So India is behind the Sri Lanka. So some other countries data is also available here. Also look at this. This is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka per capita income 5,170 according to the Human Development Index in 2013. The rank, Sri Lanka rank is 92, and India per capita income is 3,285 and rank is 136 in Human Development Index. Okay, literacy expected life expectancy is also high in Sri Lanka, more than 75 years. In India 65 years only. So then we have once observed the Nepal per capita income is very low income country, and rank is also very less. So like that the countries have their countries data was given by United Nations Development Program. Okay, the total 177 countries data was given by United Nations Development Program. Okay, this is about the human development report. The report was published by UNDP. Now we are going to another topic, that is development as progress over time. This is the eighth topic, development as progress over time. So usually in each phenomenon there are several contributing factors are responsible to take the things possible. Okay, usually in each social phenomenon is social change. We have to change anything, means there would be several contributing factors are responsible. Okay, so then only the change was possible. So many factors come together to make the things possible. So many factors come together to make the things possible. So actually development is the complex phenomenon. So now I will tell you an example about the Himachal Pradesh. So the schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh. So what are the factors are contributed, are responsible for the schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh? What are the factors are responsible for the schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh? So both government and parents are keen on education in Himachal Pradesh. The people was gave importance to the education. They send their children to the schools. There is less bias between the girl and boy. There is no much discrimination about the women and men in Himachal Pradesh compared to other states. So government also gave importance in on education in Himachal Pradesh, and government was provide many facilities. Government provide minimum facilities such as they constructed school buildings, good school buildings, and provide good classrooms and drinking water facilities, toilets, and appointed many teachers, appointed sufficient teachers in the schools. So these all precautions were taken by the Himachal government through which the progress was possible in Himachal Pradesh. So not only that, the Himachal Pradesh government was spent the highest money in their budgets. Himachal Pradesh government spent highest money in their budgets compared to other states. So Himachal Pradesh spent 2005 rupees for one student. So when we are observe the average the spending money about the each student, means there are only 1049 rupees per one student. So other states are spent very less amount, 1049 rupees for one student, but Himachal Pradesh government was spent the highest money, 2005 rupees for each students. So these all are responsible to make the change in Himachal Pradesh. So the women were themselves, women are themselves, they employed outside, they engaged in different works outside, and they economically independent, and they have self-confident. And not only that, the schooling is become the norm of Himachal Pradesh. Schooling is become the norm in Himachal Pradesh. So the less bias in between the boy and girl we have found in Himachal Pradesh. Not only that, infant mortality rate is low compared to other countries in Himachal Pradesh. Infant mortality, why? Because the health status is also better compared to other states. So not only that, the woman was highly involved in social activities such as activities and politically also. They are highly involved in the village, in the social activities and political activities. They contested elections. Also, and they established Mahila Mandals. Women were established Mahila Mandals. So like that, we have found the progress in Himachal Pradesh. Not only that, the parents are encouraged children to go to the schools. Children also very interestedly they are attended the schools in Himachal Pradesh. So this is the example about the development as progress over time. So now I want to tell you, so what are the causes for less girl education in the society? What are the causes for less girl education in the society? So there are many causes we can say about the less girl education we have found in the society. Mostly the traditional, cultural and religious beliefs. So for example, Parda system. So due to the Parda system, some of the section of the people, they are not allowed their girls to outside. So the further studies, they disturbed the women, the girls were disturbed, and they can't able to go to higher studies. And also child marriages is also one of the problem in the society. They can't able to go to further studies, higher studies. They can't able to do the higher studies by the early child marriages. And also the poverty and economical conditions of the people also one of the reason. They can't have sufficient money for their requirements. They can't able to fulfill their family requirements. So the poverty and economy also one of the reason they can't able to go to the schools. So and also mostly girls were engaged in household work, remained in household works. So they are doing cooking and they are rearing animals and they are taking care of the siblings. They are taking care of siblings and they taking care of elderly people in their houses. So like that, the in the society there is no such type of environment to encourage the girl education in our society. So especially in Himachal Pradesh is somehow better compared to other states. So other states such as Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, and Rajasthan. These states have the bias between the girl and boy, and we have found less literacy also in this place. So, so these all are causes, and some other causes also there. The parents are not know about the importance of education. Parents are don't know about the importance of education. That is also one of the reason, and the parents, some parents are not sending their daughters far off places, the distant places. Why? Because they are feared that they are not sending their daughters. They feared and they are not sending their daughters far off places for further studies. So these all points are come under the causes. These are the causes we have found the less girl education in the society. Now we are going to the table. The one table was given in textbook, table number 6. In this table, they mentioned the progress in Himachal Pradesh. What are the progress in Himachal Pradesh? So here, percentage of girls, 6 years, 6 and above, with more than 5 years, with more than 5 years. It means up to 6th class. How many children were continued their studies up to 6th class? So how many children was continued their studies up to 6th class? So how many girls or boys were continued their study up to 6th class? Here data is available. We have compared. This is the Himachal Pradesh data. This is Himachal Pradesh. This is the Himachal Pradesh data. We have observed the Himachal Pradesh in the 1993. There are 39 students, girls. 39 girls were continued their studies up to 6th class in national average. This is national India national average in 1993. Only 28 students. Only 28 students are 28% of the students, girls only, they noted in up to 6th class. So in 2006, 60%. In 2006, national average is only 40. In Himachal Pradesh is a little better. 60% girl were they attended to up to 6th class. In the boys, come to the boys. So 57% of the boys in 1993, 2000, the boys up to 6th class they attended to the schools, and in the national average 51%, and 2006 it is Himachal Pradesh 75% is increased better, but national average is low, only 57%. So like that we have found the progress. We have found progress in Himachal Pradesh compared to other countries. So this is the data. So in Himachal Pradesh also some differences we have found. This is these numbers, while we are observed these numbers, means here we have found so little bit difference in within the Himachal Pradesh. There little bit bias between the girl and boys we have found. Okay, this is the data given in our textbook about the progress in Himachal Pradesh. In this data, they compared Himachal Pradesh with national data in the other states compared with India data. Okay, so we have completed this lesson. So in this lesson, these topics were very important. So about the Human Development Index. So and about the development as a progress over time. These two topics are very important from this lesson. Once I want to tell you about how many topics are there in this lesson. The name of the lesson is ideas of development. Ideas of development. So in this lesson, the first topic, the developmental goals of different category of people. Developmental goals of different category of people. The second topic is whose development. Second topic, whose development. The third topic is income and other goals. Third topic, income and other goals. The fourth topic is how to compare different countries and states. How to compare different states, countries and states. So next topic, fifth topic is income and other criteria. Income and other criteria. So sixth topic is public facilities. Sixth topic, public facilities. Seventh topic, human development report. Human development report is the seventh topic. Eighth topic is the development as a progress over time. Eighth topic is the development as a progress over time. So this lesson is important in public point of view also. So children, I am thinking you got my all the points. So thank you very much for watching my videos. So please click like button and subscribe my channel and share it to your friends. Thank you.